What's up, guys? As you can see, I am in my house. Say hello to the boys. And I'm sitting here making this video for you guys because I have nothing better to do with my life except probably go wash the dishes, which I'll take care of later. So, it's nasty outside. It's been ugly, and it's like that all across the country, especially in all the places that I've been planning on going turkey hunting in the next 2 weeks, which is Mississippi and Alabama. I would actually be in Mississippi right now as we speak if GM made a little bit better of a transmission, but $3,908.33 later, we're back on the road. So, that being said, I'm making this video today, guys, to show you my filming setup that I have. I have a run and gun style kind of setup for the most part when I'm hunting public, out of state. Things change when I get closer to home. I like to be more comfortable, blah, blah, blah. Anyways, I got all my filming accessories in the other day for my setup this year. I'm running a Sony a6000. I know it's kind of outdated for some of you professional gurus, whatever, but this thing is in the future for me. So I'm going to give the DSLR camera, I guess, a run this year. I've never actually used a DSLR for hunting. And I got my tripod in and a couple other accessories for my GoPro, my second angles, which is my GoPro and my cell phone. And I got this Run and Gun 200 vest in from Knight Hale, and I was very blown away by how everything fits inside this vest. So I wanted to make this video, show you guys some options on what you could be using this year. If you don't want to lug around a giant tripod, if you don't want to lug around a bunch of filming equipment, this vest actually fits everything in it, and I'm actually going to go through the entire vest, part for part, and what I have in it, show you guys all of my filming accessories and what I keep in this vest on my table back here behind me, and show you how I pack it all back in this vest. And it comes in weighing right at like 5 pounds, which is nothing. So anyways, let's get to it. First thing you're going to notice about it, there's not a lot to it. It's got a nice seat on it, which pretty much takes up 50% of the surface area of this entire vest. If you're a person that doesn't even like the pads that come with these, it's just one less thing you got to worry about, so you can unclip that right away. I'm going to do that for the video. But first things first, this thing is not meant for like comfort. So if you're looking for one of those vests that you can like put the kickstands back, lean back, and take you a nap, it's probably not for you. But if your style is, you know, not a lot of stuff and going as light and compact as you can, it probably is. Okay, so starting with the left side, if you're wearing it, this one goes pretty far down. In this one, I keep my face mask and my hooks, custom call, alcohol. I cannot touch it without messing with it. And it also has a couple spots right here for a couple shotgun shells right on the inside. On the outside, it's got a couple spots for some pot calls, slate calls, in which I don't even own. So I don't know what else you could really put in there if you don't. But moving on. So right here, I've actually changed this one up a little bit. I've added a zip tie right here on one of these accessory loops, and just because that's not as tight, but it's also used to holding a box call. But inside of this one is where I actually keep my lens that I film with. When I get set up and get my tripod in the ground and get everything ready to go, this is the lens that I'll actually change onto my Sony a6000. For now, I'm going to stick that, actually I'm going to leave it on the table. So here is my other pouch. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 diaphragm calls in here, mixed in with some, I think they're Dave Owens calls. I got a Primo's WP1. I love that call. It's probably one of my favorites, and a couple just backups that aren't my exact go-to, but they're there just in case. Open this one a little further up. I've got an extra lens cap for my lenses in case something happens or I need to take both of them off. I have a cord that charges both my GoPro and my phone. I have a Goal Zero little one-time charger battery pack. Doesn't do a lot. It'll get your phone up to 100% one time, but it's also super small and compact. As you can see, it fits right in my hand. Doesn't take up a lot of weight. Got my Pro Call, which I very rarely use, and I have my Havilland knife in here just in case, because you never know when you're going to need it. That thing has probably still got some nasty stuff on it. It does. Okay, so that's pretty much it for that. Alright, so the view got a little bit wider just now. That's because I switched from my A6000 to my GoPro to film with. And this is the reason, is because in this pocket right here, this small little pocket is where I keep my camera. It sits right in there. It's already got the tripod attachment and it's ready to go. Fits right in there. Nice and snug, doesn't move around a bunch. So that is where I keep my camera. And also I keep my camera cover, which I'll slide this right over the lens. My tripod is already camoed, so that just go right over the lens. And of course I keep my gloves in there, because as soon as I need my camera, I'm gonna need my gloves anyways. So that pretty much takes care of the front of this vest. It's super adjustable, it's got a lot of attachments. You got places on the side as well, you can add some stuff to it. And a ton of compartments that I don't even use, like this one right here. I don't use this compartment. I don't use any of the pot calls. And then this one back here as well. There's another one. I think you can stick a water bottle in. But the only thing I don't advise is sticking a crunchy. Like even a water bottle that's full of water is going to make a lot of noise right here. So normally I just keep my reverse angle mirror in here as well as my GoPro. I actually take my GoPro with the clip, which I'll show you in a minute, slide it down in there, and I clip it right here so that it cannot move. So let's get on to the back of this thing where I keep all the heavy duty stuff. Okay, so the back of this compartment has got a bungee on it, and this is another thing I really like about this vest, is because early in the morning when it's cold and I'm wearing my thermals or maybe a hoodie, later on in the day it gets a little bit warmer, I can slide that thing right up underneath of it, pull this tight, cinch it down. It's not going nowhere. But let me try my best to do this one-handed and open up this compartment back here, show you all the goods. So first and foremost, I seriously just suggest if you do not have a backup charger battery pack, you need to get one. I'm not associated with anybody yet, but I will vouch for this Black Web. It's a little bit heavier, but I took it on my elk hunt, and the thing holds a charge for a long time. I think I charged my phone like 7 times. So that's number one, and that pairs with the charging cord I have right here that I can charge my phone or my GoPro with. So let's get to the GoPro accessories first. So Shane Simpson actually turned me on to these, and let me grab the other one because it has the name of it on it. It's called an Insta360. Sorry. It has a 1/4 inch threaded hole in the bottom, has a 1/4 inch threaded hole in the top. That's actually not a 1/4 inch right there, it's 3/8, and I'll show you why in a minute. But you can put your little GoPro clip on there, and you attach this together. Voila! So your stake that you... So it's got a stake right here. You can get these on Amazon. They're like $9. I think the pole itself is $20. So a $30 setup right here. Stick this right in the ground. I like to stick this actually right over my right or left shoulder, depending on which way I think the bird's going to come from. So if I don't get the shot with my main cam, maybe I'll have a secondary angle. It won't be as good a footage, but that's okay. At least I'll still have it. So there's what I use for my GoPro. Here's where it gets a little crazy. Some people are going to say that you're not going to get great footage with this. It's going to be wobbly, blah, blah, blah. I don't care. Like I said before, I'm not filming for Primos, Realtree, or Mossy Oak. I'm filming for myself, and I can deal with a little bit of imperfections. So anyways, you got the same setup here. This one still has mud on it from some B-roll I took earlier. Stake, Insta360 pole, and there's a 1/4 inch to a 3/8 inch adapter. Goes right on the bottom of this fluid head right here. So screw that right on the bottom. Camera goes right on there. So this will stab right into the ground. You can turn left or right, and when you adjust it up and down a little bit, it does tend to wobble for just a second, but it stops. I mean, if it bothers you that much, cut that small little portion out. But this right here is my entire like tripod and filming setup minus it would have this lens on it instead. I actually show you guys some B-roll that I took outside with this. It works really great. It may not work really great if you're in some rocky soil like Northwest Arkansas, Missouri, some places in Kentucky, especially Tennessee, but places you know that you can get this in the ground, and I can get it in the ground about that far, it's going to be fine, but I've gotten it all the way up to here, and this thing is actually pretty dang solid, but I'm actually able to take this off, and this thing right here, this is the only thing I got to do every time, is take this off, stick it right back in this pouch, fold this down, it goes right in my back pouch. So let me just show you what this looks like. Both your stakes are down in here, both your poles. My pole is still attached to my fluid head as I stick it down in there, along with my battery pack. Everything zips right up. There's no like prying on the zipper or nothing. It fits right in there, and that's it. That is everything filming wise that I keep right in the back of this thing. And you're gonna tell me that you can be more compact than that self-filming? I'm gonna call your bluff. That's pretty awesome. I really like this setup. Guys, there you have it. Gloves, face mask, camera is down in there, as you saw. Calls, and as I said earlier, I stick my GoPro down in here on my clip thing, and I clip it right to the vest so it cannot fall out. Secondary lens, alcohol, other accessories, and in the back, the tripod, my 2 ground stakes, and my other pole for my GoPro is in here, along with my charger and charging cord. So there you have it. The ultimate self-filming run and gun vest. So like I said, if anybody out there's got any questions on this vest or any of the products that I'm running this year as far as the cool little camera stands, shoot me a message, comment on this video. I'll see it. I reply to pretty much everybody that I notice. And if you haven't yet, guys, subscribe. There's a ton of turkey hunts already posted, and as the year goes on, I will add every single hunt that I go on. So be looking for those. Appreciate the support, and if you're looking for a great vest to get out, run and gun and chase turkeys and self-film all at the same time, this is the vest for you, in my opinion, depending on what camera you're running. If your camera can fit inside this, and every single little camcorder, handy cam, Sony X53, you know, even a G20 could fit in this pouch. Anyways, check them out, and thanks for watching.